Throughout the course, we've been doing the bulk of our corrections with the Lumetri color effect. But I don't want you to forget that there are some amazing effects in the effects control panel, legacy effects that can often solve your grading problem even faster than using the Lumetri color panel. The effect that I want to work on here is I just want to do a quick white balance and maybe tweak the luminance. So I'm going to step over into the effects panel and type in fast, and I find the fast color corrector. I'm going to simply drop that on, and you'll notice in my effects control panel I have a giant hue wheel, but I have a little eyedropper that says, tell me what should be white. So I click on that to select it, and now I want to pick a general color for the scene. So in other words, I don't want to go and click on something that's really washed out. I want this to be bluer and it looks too gold, so I'm actually going to click on one of the buildings. And immediately it brings back a lot of the color. Sometimes I do it a couple of times just to see if maybe another location gives me a better, more natural tone. So the ship actually worked much better. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this little saturation control handle and just add just a touch more blue to the shot to compensate for the yellow. If I wanted to, I could go over here and grab this slider. If you notice, it's kind of like blending even more blue in, so it blends between the original scene and all the blue. So really don't want to do a lot of that, maybe just a hair. The last thing I think I want to do with this is just scroll down, and I have some little sliders here. This is very different than the way we've been working with luminance prior to stepping into this effect. If you've worked in Lightroom or if you worked in Photoshop, you should be very familiar with these sliders. The middle one here on input levels will control basically my contrast. So if I grab it and move it up, see less contrast, more contrast, it's giving me a lot more punch, and I think I'm done. So all I did to fix this shot was do a quick white balance sample, push the saturation of blue a little bit, and then tweak the contrast. Let's take a look at the before and after by loading the uncorrected shot into our source panel with a match frame. So on the left, kind of gray and ugly. On the right, looks just fine. So as you see, the fast color corrector really lives up to its name, letting you quickly color correct a shot.